Things are about to get bloody scary, guys. Okay. Now I've had a bit of a conversation with bloody AI crap in the last couple of days. People not liking AI generated images. Let's get one thing straight: they're generated. It is not art. Art is an expression of the soul, be it music, drawing, acting, bloody storytelling, for example. That is what art is. Yeah, they're generated images, and the way they generate is literally, it reminds me of dial-up porn. You had to wait for the image to load. But we've got 11 Labs V3 now. This is a massive upgrade, especially it's going to come really, really, really handy for my characters. There's certain reasons you probably haven't heard Centaurus laugh or many of the characters cry at all. I've had to really get deep down and try and really dig into the emotion of these characters when they get sad, but you can kind of hear their voice shudder or their... Sometimes 11 Labs can really get through and kind of make that emotion come through. But this is going to change things. Have a listen for yourselves. Oh, my bad.
Hey Jessica, have you tried the new 11v3?
I just got it. The clarity is amazing. I can actually do whispers now. Like this.
Ooh, fancy. Check this out. I can do full Shakespeare now. To be or not to be, that is the question.
Nice. Though I'm more excited about the laugh upgrade. Listen to this.
Like, laughing, dude. Laughing is a real emotion. It's something, though, you've obviously heard it, but I've had to go into the actual Bethesda voice lines to actually get it. And there's only a couple that I've gotten, like the male Brute, which is Tonrak's voice, the female Nord, and there's a couple of those with Freya and Sigun's voice. And there's a couple for the female Eventone, which is Varagni's voice. And they're the only ones I can really find it for. And I haven't had Minerva laugh yet. I've had Cecilia laugh at the fake one. This is going to be able to like really bring it out, really bring their emotions out, make them more real than just voiced AI'd characters. Especially if, say, down the line that Freya dies or someone dies and they can really, really pour out their emotion. It's going to be absolutely... And not just that, as you can see with the image right here, that there's a conversation between two different characters. So I can now, because I have a problem where I keep generating, like I'll write up an entire, script or line for the character to say, and I'll forget to change it to the different voice, and they'll use it the old voice, like, the one before them, and I'm like, fuck! And I've got to keep changing, I keep wasting modules and stuff like that. So now I can actually have, like, Cecilia and Freya talk to each other in the same voice. And especially when this comes down to the second time I do this story, I can now change accents. So now Freya could very well be, could have an American accent. So she could have the Nordic voice with an American accent instead of the typical, I don't know, like a Norway accent or some sort of Nordic accent, a northerner accent. Same thing with Minerva and other characters like Elora, who's that Thalmor chick. You could actually have them talk in various different accents. There's even one where they do an Australian accent, for fuck's sakes. But yeah, let's go into a bit more and have a bit more of a look at it.
That's so much better than our old ha 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 robot chuckle.
Not wrong.
I know, right? And apparently we can do accents now too. Fancy a cup of tea?
What?
See what I mean? So that's pretty cool, right? So, I mean, naturally Skyrim's voices that I use have accents to them, like the female elf Hyeti, which is English. And say Lydia's voice, who's American.
Wow, V2 me could never. I'm actually excited to have conversations now instead of just talking at people.
So that's pretty cool.
We're off under the lights here for this semi-final clash. The stadium buzzing with anticipation. 11 Labs united in their iconic black and white shirts, pushing forward with intent straight from the opening whistle.
Arr! The open ocean! Smell that, lads? That's the scent of freedom! And just a hint of mutiny. Now grab your cutlasses, stow your fear! Tonight we dine like kings! Or we sink like legends!
So that on its own is fucking impressive to me, because now you can get laughing. Not just if, like, you can get giggles where they'll giggle and keep their conversation going. You can have, like, just the wicked laughing, the loud laughing, the silent laughing, the evil laughing. I mean, that's fucking awesome, dude. You know, like, it's going to really stir my brain trying to get the ripped emotions out of this, but I really like to try and get every bit of emotion out of the dialogue of these characters I possibly can. And it's going to probably take me longer now, but I'm going to love really just deep diving into this and just messing around with, you know, the way they talk, the way they do things, to really kind of breathe more life into the characters.
Oh wow, is this me? Am I actually talking? This is incredible. I mean, I've had thoughts, millions of them, swirling around in here, you know, like a little mental tornado of brilliant observations and witty comebacks, but they were always just thoughts, trapped.
Should you be scared of AI now? Yes, you should. Really scared.
Okay, this is happening. I mean, I'm actually going to the future.
We'll skip this one real quick. So, like, they say way too real, man, and this is probably why a lot of voice actors are scared, and you definitely see why. And you know, the voice acting is great, beautiful. Sometimes the voice actors can cause a bit of drama, especially for Skyrim mods. And this is going to look a lot more in a positive way towards any modders in the future, with having to deal with someone that is rather drama queen-like.
Hey, Chris. Knock, knock.
That's the one I'm looking for.
I'm not doing.
I'm looking for the Australian one. There we go. Should be right here.
Okay.
No, it's not it. Here we go.
Check this out. In just a sec, I'm going to speak with a different accent. And just between you and me, I don't really know how. But okay. First, let's change it up so that I can fit in with the locals in Melbourne.
So I can fit in with the locals at Melbourne when I visit next month. So there you go.
When I visit next month. Whoa, yeah, man, this is sick. Okay, let's try a different one, see if you can guess. My love is like a red rose.
So there you go, even does a French accent, which is wild. Should you be scared of AI in the future? Abso-fucking-lutely, man. If you have a loved one that rings you up and asks you for money, you should literally drive over there and talk to them. Or send them a physical letter, like the old days. Because, you know, and now, you know, now that Bradley could ring up and have his girlfriend in the background talking too, which could even be more scarier. So, again, that is going to be something pretty exciting for me as a story creator for my series, to really deep dive even harder into the emotions of these characters. You know, especially if one of them dies, or even someone close to them, like an NPC or something like that, dies. They can laugh, they can cry, they can even change accents. And I hate doing that mid-thing, but I might have to do that with the Thelmore character. I might have to change her into more of an American accent, like Lydia's accent, instead of the Minerva's accent. Very fine in English, yeah? So I might have to do that. That's just going to go with that one. Or any other character that has a voice package the same, that might have a conversation with each other. It's kind of annoying. I don't like doing it, you know, way through story. But especially if I've got two characters that are having a conversation with each other, have the same voices, it is a bit weird. It's also a bit weird in Skyrim, as you can very well imagine, having two characters speak to each other with the same voice. So now I can even chuck in a few accents here and there. You know, without having to. The way I did that with one of my Hunters series was pretty much generate it in Lydia's voice, and then change it over in a different voice that has the accent. But now I can actually, you know, physically do this, which is going to be awesome. So expect some cool shit from the future of, you know, these stories with voiced AI. It is now going into V3. It's becoming very dangerous. Anyway, cheers for watching. Catch you guys the next one. Look after yourselves.